Hello everyone, I'm Mushrif. I'm a professionally a sustainability engineer currently working in Trojena Dam project in Neom, Saudi Arabia. I would like to express my willingness to continue this PhD program, and I would like to explain what drove me here. My area, I'm from Sri Lanka, it's a global south country, from a town called Putlam. It's frequently facing floods and infrastructure challenges because of recent climate change. Because when we get past 10 years back, we don't face that kind of problem in our area. But recent years, we are facing so much of problem because of intense rainfall in a short time. So indeed we are in a very demanding situation to provide a better infrastructure plan for us. So we requested our government to provide the plan. So they came up with feasibility report and feasibility report and budget plans and everything. So as a community, and we revised those, we went through those designs, feasibility studies, and we identify some gaps. That is, those data, they designed our technical data, the rainfall data using our past history data, not futuristic data. So that is one point. The another point is they don't identify, they in the budget proposals, they didn't come up with socio-economic effects due to the rain. So basically in global south countries, also in Sri Lanka, the politicians make decisions based on mostly they need some valid reasons to win the to provide us this projects. So what we did is those feasibility studies and budget proposals are not convincing to convince the decision makers. So what we did, we prepare one rationale to prove this project is so important to this area and how much it's going to work for us. So these things I explain in my motivation letter, and also I attach those links, what are the reports they provided us and what we respond to that, and that kind of things we did, and I attached those things in my motivation letter in a Google Drive. So when I come across this topic, this PhD topic, it's so relevant and so close to my heart. So I'm a professional working in this field for so long, and so I prepared a proposal how I am going to approach this research. So this research uh, is going to be helpful to complete my project, and also to get use of it. So I'll explain how I'm going to approach this. So this is a plan, integrative climate resilience and sustainability in urban infrastructure management in global south. I am going to use our area case study, our technical report, feasibility report, and budget for this. And it's simply an abstract is develop a data-driven decision support framework for sustainable urban drainage system. And as a case study of Puttalam, key focuses are climate resilience, not only climate resilience, governance challenge, and socio-economic factors. So I start with introduction. An introduction, as I explained earlier, this completely the feasibility study is focused on historical data. So we need to focus the futuristic rainfall data, and climate variable is neglected in these proposals, so we need to include them. This socio-economic governance aspects are overlooked, so we need to bring them inside as well. So the primary research question: how can I integrate data-driven framework for sustainable urban infrastructure planning, address climate risk and socio-economic vulnerabilities using the Putlam drainage as a case study? So I believe to approach this PhD, this case study, using this case study, I model a proposal and questionnaires. During, if I'm selected, and during our discussions, we can amend. But I think it's this case study is going to help us to model this PhD in a better way. There are sub questions as well, and then there are 3 sub questions I prepared, and these are main primary sub questions. And the literature review, I got 3 references because of this short term preparation. First one talks about uh, need for climate projection adaptation in drainage designs. How much this is the first literature. And the second literature talks about political influences on urban infrastructure planning. And the third one, infrastructure planning gaps in southern cities. So based on these literatures, I model my research question and methodology. Methodology is kind of a, there is a phase 4, there are 4 phases: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 and phase 4. All are combined with data validation, real-time data validations. It's like an agile method, not a waterfall method. It's a agile method, so anywhere we made mistakes or we need to amend, so we can correct it and we can go ahead. Otherwise we at the when we follow the rainfall method, so it will be very difficult for us to change. So this is a change driven methodology. See, simply if I explain that it's a phase 1 data collection and gap identification, it's like a foundation of the building. So this should be very clear and concise and true. So we need to spend some time and verify. So for this, I mentioned some actionable actions: collect rainfall data and infrastructure performance metrics. Its feasibility study already collected those data, so we need to confirm those data are correct, because of the many of the time in my area, in our area, this meteorology department machineries equipment malfunctions, and because of the economic crisis they couldn't repair it. So we need to make sure those rainfall data are correct. We can confirm with the global data. Uh, Stakeholder consultation. We need to consult with the stakeholders, not only relying on the data. We need to discuss with the stakeholders, and we need to validate those dates and how they feel, because those stakeholder involvement is very important. And also the governance challenges. We need to meet those urban council or municipality councils in that area, in my area, and we need to validate those data. And the second one is hydrological model. This is the structure of the building. This is going to be the uh, crucial part of this. So after validating the data, we model this structure, and this feasibility study use HEC HMS model, but we can use SWMM model as well, right? Using this one, we can simulate the drainage performance according to the futuristic data, and we can see, because the gap is, they don't use in the feasibility study, they didn't use those futuristic data. When it comes to phase 3, this is also very important. When we, even though we are technically strong, these socio-economic and governance aspects are so important to make to convince the decision makers these projects has to be done. So evaluate the economic losses due to drainage failures. The budget proposal doesn't evaluate, so if we did a basic survey and we did the evaluation, so it can be further developed. Socio-economic impact analysis, vulnerability population. There are in my area is so vulnerable because there are so many internally displaced people because of the war came to my country and settled here. Because of that, there are so many sudden population growth. So it has to be assessed how these people are going to be affected because of this rainfall. Cost benefit analysis, the municipality is doing those analyses. Maintenance of this drainage, so we need to do the cost benefit analysis of that. Community feedback is so important. Even though we did all these evaluations, and community feedback should be integrated and feedback loops to be uh, get into consideration, and again we need to refine this phase and every phase. Then the fourth one is decision support tool. Final output is going to be that this going to be flood risk maps will be available, vulnerability projection, policy recommendations, all these things will be available. After using this tool, we can produce these things. So all these things I explain little bit detail in my motivation letter. So that's it. It's I want to highlight why I am suitable for this. As I said, I have 12 plus years of experience in the construction and sustainability projects. I have MSc in real estate, University of Aberdeen, and I did my research, the impact of inclusion of real estate in the EU ETS. And in the meantime, during this time, I build up a startup concept that is creating carbon credits from the solar panels from the individual households and sell it in and create a trading platform, carbon trading platform. From that, they can sell it. Through that, they can sell the individual households and can sell their solar carbon credits and make some income. So these things I attach all the links and videos published in my university YouTube channel. You can find out in my motivation letter. I provided a link. And also I have done my MSc in project management and PMP, PMI USA, and mainly I did my bachelor's of science in double mathematics, so I have a fair idea about modeling numerical data using those things. And this national diploma in engineering science, a 4-year diploma I did in water, basically civil engineering, water and environment is my specialty. So it's combined with practical experience. So currently I'm holding my lead GA ISO 14064 certifications, and I'm doing GHG accounting. So I'm so familiar with this sustainability and modeling, all these things. And I believe that I need to improve myself, and I want to enhance my uh, knowledge in Python, the programming languages. Though when I was doing my research, when I was doing my University of Aberdeen real estate, when I was building up the startup model, I studied that blockchain concept, and although very basics of Pythons, but I believe I can develop myself, and I can perform well. And if anything needed, I'm a quick learner. I can learn and I can improve myself. I believe I can contribute this PhD and provide a better solution. It's going to be a solution to the world. So I'm so willing to explore this field and contribute to the world and to this research. Okay, thank you so much.